Well, we have made the end of the Camille Keaton in Italy box set, and the final movie, which I kept to the last because it was regarded as the best movie in the set, is Madeleine. Now,
I've made a huge mistake.
if you stay tuned to the end of this review, I'm going to talk about the box set a little bit, just about the movies and my overall thoughts on it. But first of all, Madeleine, 1974, we get Camille Keaton as the main character of Madeleine. This is a kind of psychosexual thriller of sorts, and is a very weird movie that relies on, I'd say, the final couple of minutes to reinterpret and make what you've seen before feel much better than it actually is. Oh, that's probably giving away a little bit too much, but not enough either at the same time.
What the heck is going on here?
Madeleine is a weird character. At the start, you get her haunted nightmare. She's in the woods. She's been chased by these witches that are wearing clown wigs. It feels as if each one a different colour, almost like a weird form of Pac-Man as they hunt down the ghost in the form of Madeleine. She sees a car crash, she has these haunting nightmares, and we jump into her life. She is the kind of rich wife of a philosopher, someone that deals within psychology and who could possibly be helping her through trauma that she has. She's lost a child and never been able to go over that miscarriage, and it seems to haunt her kind of life. And she takes solace in the form of almost meaningless sexual encounters, picking up people, taking them back to the house, telling a plethora of lies throughout the movie, which becomes a little bit disarming and something that you can't really get a grasp on. You don't know the actual truth yourself of the relationships within the movie. You know, as you watch the movie, you feel that this is her husband. They live in this house together. They have this kind of glowing relationship until she brings someone back to the house.
Well, changed your mind?
Mm-hmm.
She then says that this is her older friend. At one point, she says it's her husband. Next point, she says it's just a friend. Next point, it's just a lover. It changes constantly, and the relationship that her husband has with the affairs that are going on seems to be of a kind of kink as well. He likes to watch.
Boring!
So it seems he knows entirely what's going on, and it doesn't seem to bother him in some scenes, and in others it seems to antagonise him greatly. And then we have the husband's son who comes into the piece, who's never seemingly met Madeleine before, but while the husband is away in business, Madeleine starts an affair with him as well.
Boring! No! The battery!
And it just becomes this destructive character who seems to touch everybody's life and make things much worse. She kind of has this torturous effect on people, a captivating effect. She draws them in and destroys their lifestyle, as we see throughout the movie. But this is a long movie, roughly about 100 minutes.
Let's watch something else.
And it just seems to feel much longer than that. And although it has some interesting visual moments, they are few and far between. The idea of the character, the lies and the constant changing truths kind of rob the movie of any kind of foundation, because you're guessing what's going on. There is no solid facts that you have here other than that she's picking up people and having sex and ruining their lives.
That's boring. You're boring, everybody. Quit boring everyone.
And it gets to the end of the movie and it does a conceit that I really don't like generally in movies, that tries to enlighten everything that you've seen before, to make it feel better, to make it feel as if it's more than what it actually is. Madeleine for me was a kind of disappointing movie, one that felt its runtime. It was a struggle to get through. It took forever.
Oh, you can stay, but I'm leaving.
And it's just, well, really a shame. So, onto this Camille Keaton box set in Italy, one that I was looking forward to getting my hands on. 3 movies. We had Sex of the Witch, which was probably the worst of the bunch of movies. Again, I like the idea of it. It relies on something at the end to, again, repurpose everything we've seen before. It was good, but again, needed to be cut down. It had so much pointless moments and sex scenes just for the sake of titillation, which they were neither titillating or interesting to watch. Then we had Madeleine, which I've just watched there, and that was again overlong, boring, uninteresting. I like some facets of it, not enough to go back to. And then we have Tragic Ceremony, a movie that I actually kind of liked. But this is a really disappointing set. 3 movies that, as much as I like Tragic Ceremony, I can't keep the set just because of that movie. So this is part of my don't keep things if I don't need them. Is one thing that's going straight onto eBay. Hopefully it will find into the collection of somebody that actually wants or likes these movies. I can't see myself revisiting them ever. Maybe Tragic Ceremony, but you know what, it's not something that I'm going to feel the urge to check out anytime soon. One of the more disappointing releases this year from Vinegar Syndrome, something I was super hyped about, and one that ultimately didn't live up to my expectations. If you picked up the set, I'd love to know what you thought of them, whether you want to rank the movies from your favourite to your worst, whether you're keeping it or getting rid of it. I would love to know your thoughts on this set that has some good extras, but ultimately the films aren't worth keeping in my eyes. As always, you can like, subscribe and share if you enjoy this content. If you enjoy my video, there's more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. And if you're feeling extra generous, you can join the membership program or Patreon and really help support this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.